Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the next video, if this is your first time here and you like the information and content, please hit that subscribe button, click that little bell icon, that way you're notified when I post new videos or live streams. Or you can click on that little picture of me and my beautiful wife down in the corner, and that'll get you subscribed to. That being said, let's just get down to it. I came across a video, and I'm not going to say any names. I don't want to run the risk of copyright, but I don't know if you can do that with a voice. But this video really pissed me off. I know that I've been doing a lot of videos on COVID-19 or the coronavirus, and I've been trying to give as accurate information as possible, and try to, I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm just simply trying to give information to hopefully help out drivers, both rideshare and delivery, and give ideas and ways to protect yourself and keep your vehicle clean, and minimize your risk. Are we all at risk? Yeah, we're all at risk. And like I said in an earlier video, this thing is starting to wind up, and eventually it'll burn itself out. But like I said previously, it could be soon, it could be later, but it looks like it's going to take a little while longer. But I came across a video, and I don't want to drop names, and I don't want to say the name of the channel, but I'm going to play parts of the video, and I'm going to be pausing it as we go through, and I'm going to try to break it down a little bit, but this is a full-on panic video, and I don't know if it's true, because this particular YouTuber has done some kind of shady stuff in the past, but as far as clickbait and stuff like that. But this one really kind of got my attention, and it really did. It pissed me off, because this is the kind of crap that's getting posted on YouTube, that just like the media outlets are, really get people wound up. I said earlier, if you're really afraid of contracting COVID-19, you just need to quit driving. I've also posted videos on how to, again, protect yourself and keep your vehicle clean and minimize your risk. So with that being said, let's click play, and I'm gonna tear the shit out of this video. Sorry. Let's go.
Wow. Hi everyone. This is a breaking news update video. I literally just drove an hour and a half.
So this is a breaking news update video on something that's been going on since December, and has been heavily posted on YouTube, especially over the last couple weeks. But breaking news.
To come back home, and I wanted to make this video about everything that's going on. It's absolutely crazy. I just checked my Uber surge map. Everything is surging like crazy. There are no drivers out working. Why? Because coronavirus. There is a lot going on. This is a warning video, huge update video to both passengers of Uber and Lyft and drivers of Uber and Lyft, as well as any food delivery platforms. This is a huge, huge thing that's going on, nothing to be taken lightly, and this is a downfall of Uber and Lyft. Yes, this is going to change the way Uber and Lyft will function for the rest of time. I haven't seen something this impactful honestly, in years. And yeah, I'm gonna get into all of it. Before we do get started,
This is where it gets really good. Remember, this is a warning video telling Lyft and Uber and delivery drivers to stay the hell out of their cars and don't drive. This is a warning video, okay? Watch what happens next. Or, I'm sorry, listen to what happens next.
if you have not yet signed up for Uber, or if you have signed up and you forgot to use a referral code, please use the instructions down below so you can get your money before this all ends. It's an 8-step process. It's super easy. If you sign up for Uber and you forgot to use a referral code, use the instructions down below. Get your money. Uber is withholding millions of dollars from drivers just by the sake that a lot of drivers forgot to use referral codes, and all that money is just tied up with Uber. So I'm trying to let everyone know, all drivers who forgot to use a code, to get their money, so that way you can get your hard-earned money.
So, first contradiction. Sign up for Uber and use the promo code that's down in the link of this particular video I'm watching. But he just said before that, Uber and Lyft drivers need to stop driving, and this is the end of Lyft and Uber. So let's keep going.
So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Who am I?
Now, I'm going to turn this down because I don't want you to hear his name. Okay, here we go.
For Uber right now? Heck no. Heck no, you will not see me out on the streets. You will not see me out driving until this all calms down.
He's not going to drive because everything's out of control. But he's referring people to use his referral code to sign up and drive for Uber. Okay, let's keep going.
There is a lot going on. Hand sanitizer is out. You can't buy hand sanitizer anywhere. You can't even buy toilet paper in a lot of stores right now.
That's a good point. I just want to know how much people can really crap to buy that much toilet paper. I'm sorry, just trying to lighten the mood. Bend over. What's up, buddy? It's an individual decision. All situations are different. I understand that, but I want to get into this a little more because this particular channel has been known to do a lot of clickbait and do a lot of really fake, false stuff. And I mean, it could be true. This guy could be legit, and it could be his true opinion, or it could be another clickbait video. My issue with it is, I've been following COVID-19 or the coronavirus, and I've been, working really, really hard to put out the best information that I could to safeguard drivers, both in rideshare and in delivery, and how to keep your vehicle clean and minimize your risks, and so on and so forth. But I happened to catch this video, and it just spun me around because it's so contradictory. Like I said, I'm not showing it, because I don't want to get a copyright strike. I don't know if I can get a copyright strike for breaking a video down, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna take a chance because it really did wind me up a little bit. So, recap. Sign up, use this person's referral bonus, and get your money. And then don't drive. Park your car, because it's the end of Lyft and Uber and the gig economy altogether. Let's move on.
It's crazy. People are lining up at Costco at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. whenever they open, and toilet paper is running out.
I don't know how much people can shit, but everywhere I've been, toilet paper's out too. So, sorry. I just wanted to lighten that up a little bit, but let's get back to it.
What is the coronavirus? I'm no expert. Obviously, I'm no expert. I'm no doctor. I'm not part of the CDC. I don't know anything that you don't know. What I do know is the effect that it's taking on Uber and Lyft.
So apparently, Uber and Lyft, as a company, have contracted COVID. Yeah, so much TP. I'll tell you what, man. There's enough toilet paper that's been sold in my market. We could literally circumnavigate the planet several times and still have toilet paper left. So, anyway. Let's get going with how this is how Lyft and Uber and the coronavirus has infected them.
And I'm an influencer in the Uber and Lyft category. If you don't know me, obviously I'm running this channel with myself.
I gotta turn this down for a minute. I don't want the names to be heard.
This channel of Uber and Lyft drivers. We have 30,000 subscribers on here. I'm on TikTok. I also have 30,000 subscribers on TikTok.
That's nice.
Instagram. I'm big on social media. I make merchandise for big social media stars and sell their merch for them, help them make money. I'm all about money and increasing people's profits. That's why you see me plug and play Octopus, Cargo, basically just any extra way to make money in their.
See, now I thought this was a public service announcement because it was such an important issue, but what I'm hearing is I'm the big man. I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. Now we're going to flip back over to the negative again. Contradiction number 2.
Referral codes as well, because drivers need to do that. It's crazy how many people sign up for Uber without a referral code. But luckily they can still apply the instructions. But
don't drive, but sign up and use my referral code, and then make your do however many rides you need to do. Then after he gets his sign-on bonus, you gotta stop driving.
What I was saying is that, that's me. That's an intro on me. So, with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys background so you guys know that I'm not just Joe Schmo talking, and I actually do have some, background in Uber and Lyft, and why you should listen to me and not just anybody else. And
so, at this point, this guy who just said he has no idea what COVID-19 is, or the coronavirus, no idea what its effects are, but we need to listen to him because he knows exactly what's going on. Contradiction number 3.
Well, I don't want to say should listen to me. Take my advice as a grain of salt. I know I just contradict myself, but whatever,
At least you admitted it.
Listen to what you want. Driving for Uber and Lyft is already a very dangerous activity in terms of driving. You're more likely to get into an accident while driving. Obviously, I don't need to explain that. Driving is a dangerous activity, and when you're driving Uber and Lyft, you're driving 10 times, 20 times as you normally would. So obviously your chances incrementally increase in getting into an accident.
1 point for that one.
There was a study that came out recently, and they said that the backseat of Uber and Lyft cars are just as dirty as public restrooms, because most Uber and Lyft drivers don't clean out their cars in the back seats.
I found where that information came from. That was posted over a year ago, and I think most drivers a good majority of the drivers keep their vehicles pretty clean because if your car smells like shit, it leaves the bad ratings. I'm sorry, but it gets better. So stick with me a little bit here. This video that I'm going through is 12 minutes long. I'm probably going to make it 20, so let's move on.
And is Uber and Lyft cleaning out drivers' back seats? And I'm not talking about taking out trash. I'm talking about getting that thing detailed, getting your seats, shampooed every couple weeks.
Okay, first of all, it's not Uber and Lyft's responsibility to clean your own car. Second of all, if you were to shampoo your seats every 2 weeks, you wouldn't have any material left within about 8 to 10 months. You would basically suck it all off, okay? Let's keep going.
Getting your car rubbed down, antibacteria. There is so much bacteria that gets on in driver's seats, in the back seats, especially in the back seats, because you get a lot of people in and out. You get people going to the gym, you get people working on construction, you get people walking around all day, you get shoes, people going into public restrooms. Think how gross this is, guys. Even yourself, why would you not wear shoes inside your house? Have you ever gone to a public restroom and there was pee on the ground? Well, you just stepped on that and now you walk into your house. So think of all those people that go into a public restroom, step on pee or whatever's on the ground, and they walk in your car. And now that is in your car.
Okay, that's good point number 2.
Bottom in the floor of your car. It's crazy how, us as drivers, we don't, steam clean our car every single day. I mean, that.
Really? We're going to steam clean our car every day. Again, I've taken psychology. This is somebody who is literally in a full-blown panic state. And, we all clean our cars. I know that I vacuum my car out every day. I was sanitizing my car once a week. Now I'm sanitizing it every day. I did a video on that, on how to, safely sanitize your car without doing any damage. But, the ongoing, clean, steam, it's just, this is a person who is getting their information not from trusted sites, not from the CDC, not from the World Health Organization, not from WebMD. This sounds to me like a person who's getting their information from the news. And we all know how the news is. They're going to downplay everything, or they're going to hype everything up and make it as horrible as possible. And as you can hear, this is what you get. So that's my next critique. Let's move on.
That's really what it should be. Obviously, that costs way too much money and time. But all that stuff piling up every single day in the backseat of our cars, think about it. Think about how many drivers go a year without cleaning their car. I'm sure...
Okay. The world's ending virus. Run. Right. What the... Thanks, Ben. I gotta go back and listen to this. Hold on a second.
Think about how many drivers go a year without cleaning their car.
Not a whole hell of a lot. Really? A year. So basically, we drive our vehicles for a year. Again, we're talking a panic mode here. But I don't know anybody that has not washed their car inside or outside for a year. Maybe I'm being a little nitpicky, but let's just keep moving on.
I'm sure most drivers don't get their cars detailed every year. Even, yeah, I know. You got people, there's just so many people in and out. You got sick people coming in. You have little kids coming in. You got people coughing, you got people sneezing. I've had people burping in my car.
Woo! Boy, that's a bad one right there. God forbid somebody burp in your car. Fuck, that might blow you out of the driver door.
People, well, I haven't had anyone throw up. I've had people spill stuff in my car. Like,
bummer.
There's just so much room for bacteria buildup in the backseat of cars, and especially with what's going on right now. Drivers are just not putting up with it. I mean, UCLA, I live right by UCLA. I don't want to give you guys my address or anything, but
because we're going to come by and we whoop the shit out of you.
I'm pretty close to UCLA. The campus is closed. No one's there. Classes are canceled. Most finals are even canceled. Professors just giving students A's because or they're doing exams over the internet.
Professors are just giving students A's just to get them out of the class, or they're giving some students the option to take their finals online. Again, panic thinking, panic reactions. There's nothing that justifies what he just said there, okay? I'm sorry, but if you're going to college, and as most of you know that are watching this or will watch this, I have medical training. I have gone to medical college. So I'll tell you what, if something like this happened, we'd still be in school. But you can be damn sure that there isn't a proctor anywhere who's going to just hand out an A because they closed the classrooms down for a while. So again, uneducated, misinformed, or uninformed, and just going off of panic thoughts. Let's move on.
UC Berkeley, my school that I used to go to, it's closed right now. You can't even go to class. NBA, the NBA is canceled right now.
And the NBA is not canceled. They are still playing games. They are just not allowing more than 1,000 people into a building because obviously you put 15,000 people into an NBA, the chance of the viral spread increases because you're in an enclosed area. So he's basically saying everything's closed because everybody's freaked out. No, everything's closed because people are taking proper precautions. Okay? Let's go on. Oh, I'm sorry, contradiction number 4. Let's go on.
Donald Trump just put a ban on European flights coming in from Europe.
And that's a horrible thing because it started overseas. So I'm sorry. Hold on. It's almost 6 a.m. in California. So let's move on.
Except for the UK, I think. What else? Tom Hanks has the coronavirus. Him and his wife, I believe. There is over 1,000 cases, public cases, and I've heard.
Okay, that's one bit of information that he got correct. That Tom Hanks had been has a confirmed case of coronavirus. And then he said there were 1,000 other confirmed cases. That is not true. There are over 120,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19 worldwide. Not 1,000, 120,000 confirmed cases. Let's move on.
This is just kind of like underground, but I've heard that the CDC has stopped reporting most cases of the coronavirus because they don't.
That is bullshit. I am going to call big time bullshit on that. The CDC in no way is going to undercut numbers regarding this pandemic. Reason being is their numbers help them track the spread of COVID-19. There is no way in hell that I can think of that the CDC would downplay this, because that would just make it worse. They're going to put out numbers as they come in in order to see how this thing is tracking and where it's spreading to, and how they need to step it up a little bit to get ahead of this in order to really get it wrapped up and continue. So I'm sorry.
I want to scare people. And last week
is unstable. So I'm hoping it's not buffering too bad. I'm just going to keep going.
Is this worse than we think it is? Because, whatever. And I'm not even going to the gym right now. I'm probably low-key not even leaving this house. I'm not leaving this house. I'm not going outside. I was going to go to Ultra Miami next week. I was going to go to Cabo. Ultra Miami canceled. What else is canceled? Coachella canceled, postponed till October.
I was actually one of the first to put a video out that Coachella was canceled.
Beyond Wonderland, I think probably is going to get canceled tomorrow. Everything's getting canceled again. What should Uber and Lyft do about this? This is the big question. Should Uber and Lyft provide sick pay to drivers? Honestly, I think Uber and Lyft is going to...
Again, reason being, we all know drivers who, if are diagnosed, will get 14 days worth of... Again, misinformation, incorrect what's going on has got this particular individual in a panic mode. And unfortunately, like you said earlier, 30,000 viewers. 30,000 has the social circle with an average of 25, 30,000 times 50. And this, if he gets the right people, really do some detrimental damage to the way people are looking at this. Don't post videos if you're not informed, correct information on what you're talking about, because as you can hear, and I hope you can hear, the perfect example of 100% panic. Hey Lisa, you joined really late, but I'm glad you're here. Bend over is in the house. So, and I don't know, I can't show it because obviously it's not mine and I don't have permission to show the video, but I'm breaking this video down because it really did piss me off. So if I got 4 people in the house. All right, so we got Ben, we got Roger, Lisa, and we got 2 other people watching. So Ben's been here from the beginning, and I may just loop this one more time from where we left off.
Uber and Lyft could very well, I would not be surprised, a bunch of drivers on the app ready to take passengers out driving. It's gross, it's disgusting, and it's dangerous. People don't want to get this virus. It's worse than the flu, in my opinion.
It is worse than the flu. If you have a compromised immune system, are in good health or great health or compromised immune system, and one of the biggest things I found that COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, lung issues, and CHF, which is chronic heart failure. It's the adverse effects. The adverse effects of COVID-19 are again elderly, compromised infants. So let's see what he's got to say next, because it's off. So
I don't think people are overreacting. I think this is normal.
People are overreacting. He thinks it's normal. Yet this dude is. I wish I could grab this dude. If you're still there, do you think just taking a video but not actually showing the video is? But anyway, and the video, by the way, has 39 thumbs up. Anyway, let's keep going.
And I don't think Uber and Lyft is going to last through it. To all of a sudden pause an app and say, okay, yeah, all drivers.
Uber and Lyft are not going to shut down. People, is it really? Well, yeah, it's showing I have an unstable connection. My Wi-Fi, real quick. Once it disconnects. Okay, is that any better? Is it hanging up, or is it still freezing, or is it a little more fluid now? Ben? Lisa? I just went off of my Wi-Fi, so I'm actually right now just on the signal. Okay, cool. So far, so good. All right. Well, my internet sucks. Let's keep going.
They're not going to wait around months for the coronavirus to heal.
I didn't know the coronavirus was sick. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, like, I don't know, guys.
Thanks, Ben.
I don't see any big hope in Uber and Lyft. That's why I'm saying use their referral code right now. Obviously, we will see, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's no more referral codes in the next few months. Or maybe they will start doing huge cash bonuses for drivers to get drivers back on board, or they're going to increase rates. I don't know. There's going to be people still need to travel. They still need to get places. So there will still be passengers trying to go places, but drivers will just not want to drive.
Again, we are already oversaturated with drivers on both the Lyft and the Uber platform. So if 50% of drivers on Uber and 50% of drivers on Lyft just quit driving because of this, I can guarantee you within 2 weeks you would have a complete flood of new drivers. You know, people out of high school, or I think the minimum age is 21. But there are people out there that are going to continue to get into this gig industry. So again, wrong.
Drive. Or it could be the opposite. There could be passengers who don't want to go anywhere. You know, I don't want to get into a random Uber car. I don't know how many people have been in their car. If you're a driver, you might not get many rides if you go out.
Again, another uninformed statement. Uber and Lyft ridership in the last 2 weeks has gone up almost. I think the first week it went up 6%, and the second week it went up an additional 5%. So ridership has gone up, and this is just a rough guess, about 10 to 12%. Why? Because people don't want to take public transit now. They don't want to be on a bus. They don't want to be on a Metrolink train, because those aren't those things are always on the move. They're not going to stop every time they drop off a passenger and pick up a passenger to clean up a seat, or several passengers, or you know what I'm saying. So people are turning to Lyft and Uber because they do not want to deal with public transportation because of, again, COVID-19 or coronavirus. They want to minimize their exposure. So how do you minimize your exposure? Call an Uber or a Lyft. And maybe we'll all get lucky and we won't have to do pool or shared rides for a while because people don't want to be sitting next to each other. So, moving on.
I think that's more the case because, in my opinion, right now, I think what will happen, I'll just end this video here soon.
Just end the video right now, but soon. I'm sorry. I was so pissed off earlier. I'm just trying to break this up a little bit. Moving on.
I think what will happen is drivers right now, what's the date? It's March 11th. I think right now, drivers are still going to drive, and they're going to slowly realize that there's not enough riders to make enough money. And there's going to be too many drivers out and not enough riders.
Contradiction number 5. He just said that Uber drivers aren't going to be driving anymore because they don't want to get sick. Then he says passengers aren't going to want to go out because they don't want to get sick. So there's going to be too many Uber drivers. You lost me on that one. If ridership goes down and the amount of drivers goes down, then things balance out. So again, not thinking, misinformed. Hold on, let's see. I don't want to risk getting a copyright strike, so I can't say whose video this is. But anyway, let's move on.
And it'll go a week or two, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks tops that drivers will still out there driving, but they're going to see their earnings are going to be 50%, 30% of what they normally make. And they're going to all of a sudden turn to new jobs.
And by the way, in my market, I've been getting personal power zones every night, and I'm averaging about $110 a night, which is actually higher than it normally is. And it's actually increased to the point where I haven't gone down to Santa Monica or Beverly Hills or West Hollywood for the last 3 weekends because it's picked up that much out here, and keeping the miles off my vehicle. So let's keep going.
And those drivers will not be full-time drivers anymore. I'm talking about full-time drivers. They're gonna have to find somewhere because they need to pay rent and their bills, and people have families to take care of. They can't wait around for months for this coronavirus to heal. So a lot of these drivers will look for other platforms or other jobs, you know. And I mean, this is affecting the economy in huge ways because now all of a sudden you have 2-3 million people plus Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, gig workers looking for jobs, and they're not going to be able to find jobs. And the government's not just going to pay everyone's rent. Rents still need to be paid.
That's called Medi-Cal. Thank you, Lisa. I'm working on it. Wait till we get to the race, and I've got 500 more business cards printed up with complete instructions on the back. Let's get through this though.
It's crazy. This is absolutely insane. But for now, guys, look for a plan B. Don't rely on Uber and Lyft for income because of all this.
And Uber and Lyft, they are plan B.
I'm serious. Have a plan B. Have something in the back of your head on what you might want to do. Thank you all for watching. This is The Rad.
That's it. So, I'm half tempted to run through this thing again for the people that have just joined. Um, I'm doing a live stream, and as you can see in the title, this live stream really pissed me off. And Ben, thanks for hanging in there for the stream and for letting me break this down. Lisa, thanks for joining in. Looks like there's 3 other people. If you want to say hi, say hi. I think I know who one of them might be, but I am going to give this one more run through, and then I'll leave it up for a couple days. Maybe I'll make it private, and or I'll just chop it in half. And actually, you know what, Ben, thank you very much for hanging around and sticking with the stream. Now it's 6 a.m. I'm actually probably going to call it. I may do another live stream a little bit later. I got to get some sleep. The sun's coming up. And I've been up since 10 o'clock yesterday. So, hold on a second. I'm not saying who it is. I'm not putting myself at risk. But, like I said earlier, and Ben was Ben has been in the chat pretty much from the beginning. So again, Ben, if you're still here, thank you very much. By the time you got in, Lisa, it was we were pretty much at the end of the stream. That's why I thought about doing it again. But I don't know if I could actually tag it and say, okay, it ends at, if you want to see the stream again, it starts at 45 minutes. If not, at the 45-minute mark, cut the video. But this, I caught part of this video, and it just pissed me off because the panic and the misinformation and just everything about it was so panic creates panic. Okay, this particular YouTuber has a very large, a very high amount of subscribers, and this particular YouTuber has been known to throw out clickbait before, to get people to watch. I don't know why. When you've got over 20,000 subscribers, and I'm not going to, again, I don't want to lean too much into giving away this person's identity. I don't know if I can get in trouble or not for that. Okay, well, Lisa knows who it is. Please do not put this person's YouTube channel anywhere in the chat, or I will time you out. I'm just kidding. The voice, I think, is fine. Payman Ali, how you doing, man? I really can't say what video it is because I don't want to get a copyright strike, and if I mention the channel or the YouTuber's name without their consent, I can they can file a copyright strike against me. I can use a voiceover. Voiceover is okay, but I can't show their photo, I can't use their name, and I can't use their channel because I could actually get a copyright strike for that. I don't have any, so I want to keep it that way. So anyway, basically, you know what? Since you're just joining us, Payman, I'm gonna go through a little bit of it, and like I said, it pissed me off because it's a panic stage. Wherever this person is getting this information from has been so misinformed and is so uneducated about what's really happening. I mean, there was talk about the CDC covering numbers, and I called bullshit on that one. The CDC is not going to cover numbers. Numbers are critical to the CDC and the World Health Organization in tracking the spread of this and where it's going. There were numbers of infected people which were so far away that it wasn't even funny. And I am a medical professional, and I took a lot of pride in that. And I did a video on car seats and seat belts, and it was pretty graphic. The video came out kind of muffled, and it was first shot at something. And then I had a really good friend of mine, Chris, over at Real Rideshare Stories. We finally got to collaborate a little bit on a video, and that was really awesome. That is confirmed. Tom Hanks does have COVID-19, but this particular video also says that his wife has it and possibly his family too. That, again, unconfirmed. It's just a mindset. It's all just, I got to get it out there. I want people to hear it. I want people to, I got to be big and bad. I'm gonna run through a little bit of this real quick, and then I'm gonna call it a morning because I still wanted to eat something, and then I got to get to bed. So here we go.
Breaking news update video. I literally just drove an hour and a half.
Oh, and I'm sorry. This starts out with this is breaking news. Breaking news update video. Breaking news from 3 weeks ago.
To come back home, and I wanted to make this video about everything that's going on. It's absolutely crazy. I just checked my Uber surge map. Everything is surging like crazy. There are no drivers out working. Why? Because coronavirus. There is a lot going on. This is a warning video, huge update video to both passengers of Uber and Lyft and drivers of Uber and Lyft.
Okay, right there. This is a huge warning video. Warning video to Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, and delivery drivers. Okay? I know you do, but again, just for safety's sake, I'm not giving out the channel name. I'm not giving out the YouTuber's name, and so on and so forth. And if you do figure out who it is, please do not put it in the comments. If you do, I'm gonna have to have my moderator remove it, or I'll ask you to remove it. If I don't catch it, then Lisa will delete the comment, because I do not want to run the risk of getting a copyright strike. Voiceovers, from what I understand, is fine, but again, I cannot put the person's name, their channel, anything like that. So well, okay. I didn't take him seriously. But it just pissed me off, because this is the kind of bullshit that really gets people panicked. And I don't know what kind of following this particular person has. But like I said on the first half of the video, so we're starting our second half at 47 minutes. On the average, one passenger has a social circle of between 25 and 50 people. And then they have their social circles, and so on and so on and so on. So if you take 50 people and multiply that by over 20,000, and then multiply it again by 50, you can see where I'm going with it. It really can spread quickly, and uninformed or misinformed or just flat out panic, stupid, unreliable comments can freak a lot of people out. And that's what really pissed me off about this video. So I'm going to move on a little bit more, and then let's see what happens.
As well as any food delivery platforms. This is a huge, huge thing that's going on. Nothing to be taken lightly.
Okay, remember, huge, huge thing going on. Nothing to be taken lightly. This is a very serious warning and a very serious public service announcement, okay? Watch what happens next, because now I've seen the whole video.
And this is a downfall of Uber and Lyft. Yes, this is going to change the way Uber and Lyft will function for the rest of time. I haven't seen something this impactful, honestly, in years. And yeah, I'm going to get into all of it. Before we do get started, if you have not yet signed up for Uber, or if you have signed up and you forgot to use a referral code, please use the instructions down below so you can get your money before this all ends. It's an 8-step process. It's super easy. If you sign up for Uber and you forgot to use a referral code, use the instructions down below. Get your money. Uber is withholding millions of dollars from drivers just by the sake that a lot of drivers forgot to use referral codes and all.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's where I actually stopped the video until I got home. So this is a major, major warning to all drivers, rideshare and delivery. This is a public service announcement, because this is such a major, major crisis. Yet, sign up to drive for Uber and Lyft and use my referral code so I can make your money. And then do your 100 rides. And then, if you're not dead, I don't even know what to say about that. Yep, I caught part of that. But, I mean, oh my God. That's why I said this is just pissing me off. So let's move on a little bit.
All that money is just tied up with Uber, so I'm trying to let everyone know, all drivers who forgot to use a code, to get their money, so that way, you know, you can get your hard-earned money.
But don't drive, because you can die.
So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Who am I?
Hold on.
Heck no. Heck no, you will not see me out on the streets. You will not see me out driving until this all calms down.
But you can sign up with my referral code, and I'll take your referral bonus, and you can drive for me.
There is a lot going on. Hand sanitizer is out. You can't even buy toilet paper in a lot of stores right now. It's crazy. People are lining up at Costco at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. whenever they open, and toilet paper is running out. What is the coronavirus? I'm no expert. Obviously, I'm
no shit.
No expert. I'm no doctor. I'm not part of the CDC. I don't know anything that you don't know.
You don't know shit.
What I do know is the effect that it's taking on Uber and Lyft.
He knows the effect it's taking on Uber and Lyft. He has not a clue what it's doing to the people that have been diagnosed with this.
And I'm an influencer in the Uber and Lyft category. If you don't know me, you know, obviously I'm running this channel with my...
Hold on.
We have 30,000 subscribers on
Oops.
here. I'm on TikTok.
That's
I also
slipped.
have 30,000 subscribers on TikTok.
Let the bragging begin.
Instagram. I'm big on social media. I make merchandise for big social media stars and sell their merch for them, help them make money. I'm all about money and increasing people's profits. That's why you see me Plug and Play Octopus, Cargo.
You know, Payman, you're right. I don't want to run this video, this live stream too much longer, but I just, I'm sorry. You know, I mean, I, I absolutely loved being in emergency medicine. I loved being a first responder. I loved being out in the field and getting my hands dirty. I loved working in emergency rooms. I loved everything about medicine until, unfortunately, I got into an accident a little over 7 years ago and broke my neck in 2 places. So now I'm fused. And unfortunately, because of the fusion, I'm now a liability to insurance because it doesn't take as much to obviously hurt me as it would somebody who hasn't broken their neck before. But you know, I'm still very much involved in the healthcare field. You know, I drive for on the Lyft and Uber platform. I still carry my medical bag. I still have my badge. I still have my licenses. And, you know, I'm still very involved with my community. And it just, you know, I shouldn't have let it piss me off so much. But, you know, I mean, I've taken psychology. I understand. But like I said, you know, when you're misinforming the public and you're sitting and you're doing a video and you're just, woo, and you're just all over the place. And, you know, to me, I've seen some pretty shady stuff come out of this channel before, and there was actually an argument where we were going back and forth in the comments, and I said, you know what? I'm done, dude. I said I refuse to have a battle of wits with an unarmed person, and that's where it stopped on this particular video. Now there's a second video that this YouTuber posted, and I haven't seen it yet. So maybe I'll do a live stream on that one, and we'll break that one apart. But that's gonna be later. It's 6:20. I gotta grab a bite to eat, everybody. We are exactly at 1 hour on this live stream, and Payman, Roger, Lisa, bend over. I love that handle. Everybody that showed up and showed me that love and gave me that watch time, thank you so very much. If you missed it, Payman, it's pretty good at the beginning. You know, and I actually got into the comments with him and said, you know, this is the kind of shit that really freaks people out, and if you don't take it down, I just may file a complaint and have YouTube take it down for you because you're misrepresenting what's going off. Showing ways to be safe and effective. If you want to see a couple of good videos, I'm sure you've probably seen a couple of my videos already. Check out Be Wise, Please Sanitize, or the other video I did, which was Don't Panic. Not the hour one, that was a live stream, but the one that's like 16 minutes long. You know, I've been following this pretty well, and I've got a pretty good grip on what's current. And we all know it's going to change day by day. So tomorrow or later today, who knows what's going to happen. I know I've switched from doing a lot of my instructional videos and stuff like that to really kind of diving into this COVID-19 thing because I'm interested in it, and I have, I do have that medical background, and I want to learn as much as I can about it. So, like yourself, Payman, Lisa, Ben, whoever wants, whoever decides to come into the channel is truly going to get updated, correct information from reliable medical sources. Um, beat you to it. I'm just kidding. You know what? Let me see something. Hold on. I just did a video. It says "Be wise, sanitize, thank you," and basically what I did is it says drivers are at 5 times the risk for COVID-19. Sanitize your vehicle, and I did it's 10 minutes on how to wipe down and bomb your vehicle. I posted it yesterday around 6 o'clock, and it's gotten almost 60 views. So if you've got a pretty good following, I mean, I'm up to 257 subscribers right now. So if you're anywhere in that neighborhood, 50 or 60 views, I'd go for it. Yeah, exactly, Payment. I agree. I did a video simply to tell people, before you go out, start your car up, turn on your hazard lights, turn on your headlights, turn on your windshield wipers, walk around the vehicle one time, make sure everything's working, do a quick walk around vehicle check, and then start driving. Help to avoid a ticket. And that got a few views. I think that was closer to 100 views. So that's a good idea, though. I like that. Make a checklist, and every day check off. Did you wipe down the interior door handles? Did you wipe down the interior panels up by the window? Did you wipe down the window handles if whether you got the old crank windows or power windows? Did you wipe down your steering wheel? Did you bomb the car with Lysol or Ozium or something like that? I think that's a really good idea. Did you wipe down your seats if you have leather or vinyl? Don't use bleach. Bleach will discolor the hell out of everything. As a matter of fact, Payment, if you want, the video is drivers are at 5 times the risk for COVID-19. Sanitize your vehicle. Take a look at it, and I'm giving you permission on a live stream for Payman Ali to take, share, or do a sequel to that video. Get what you can out of it, and if you can change it up, change it up. And who knows, maybe I'll like your video better and see if I can top you on it. So and we'll make it a threequel. So but yeah, feel free to check it out, man. And if you think you can come up with some additional information, something that I have missed, by all means, Payment, you have my 100% full consent to take my video and make it better. All right. So how many drivers have actually gotten the virus? To be honest with you, Lisa, that's a really good question. And as of yesterday, and it's been really hard to research that, one, and it was a taxi driver in New York. As far as rideshare drivers, I don't know, but I haven't heard of any confirmed rideshare drivers that have gotten this as of this live stream. That could change in 2 hours when the morning news comes on. But as of right now, I am unaware of any rideshare drivers who have been affected by COVID-19. So, okay, Payman. I don't blame you. I'm not sure, Lisa, if it was in Queens or not. but I do know that there was a taxi driver that was confirmed to have it. Payment. I don't blame you. I don't know your market, so I really can't say one way or the other. But the one thing I have said in pretty much all the videos where I'm covering COVID-19 is, if you're really concerned about possibly contracting this virus, don't drive. Park it 2 weeks, a month, whatever you feel comfortable with. I am not pushing anybody to drive, nor am I saying quit driving altogether. I'm just trying to give relevant, correct information from the best sources I can pull them from to help drivers decide whether they want to continue driving or back away from it for a while. And that's both in rideshare, food delivery, and so on and so forth. Anything in this gig industry. So, I don't blame you for taking a break. I have a race next weekend, and not this coming weekend, but next weekend, and I'm working my ass off because I want to have a good time. I want to be able to spend some money and enjoy that weekend at the track with my family, my wife, my sons. And I saw Lisa. I think she's talking with somebody about trying to maybe fly out to Vegas. I got pit passes. I know the promoters. So again, guys, thank you for joining the stream. I'm gonna call it a night or a morning. God, I've been up for 21 hours now. So again, thank you so much. I'm gonna be getting into this a little bit more later in the afternoon, and but I wanted to tear this apart. So if you didn't catch the whole thing, Payman, start from the beginning. I got a little, I got a little wry, and I had some fun with it, but it is what it is. I would do some odd jobs too. We're rideshare drivers, Payman. We are doing an odd job, but anyway, God bless you guys. Lisa, Payman, the third person that's watching, who I don't know who it is, Ben, for stopping in. You guys, thank you so much. Again, I'll probably be doing another live stream tomorrow, probably around 5 or 6 p.m. California time. So, with that being said, be safe, be professional, keep it real, and as always, drive on. Until next time, everybody. I did push the button. I'll try it again.